We should not use the word divorce when it comes to Matthew chapter 5. When people see that word divorce, they believe that that text is talking about a marriage being legally dissolved, and it's not. It's talking about a practice in the ancient world in which men could just throw out, discard, lock out their wives. The wives could go to the grocery store, come back home, and they'd be locked out. And the man could do that for any reason. And Jesus, what he's trying to do is to elevate the status of women in a context in which they could be left socially and economically vulnerable if they were locked out like that in these small towns of 200 to 300 people on average, when everyone knew she was married to Bob, or Jamal, I should say. And so if she's at happy hour on Friday, why is she out here trying to hook up with someone else? So Jesus is trying to elevate the status of women by saying, look, don't do that. The only allowance I'm going to give you to do that is if pornea is involved, if she's prostituted herself, not sexual immorality, not if she's been unfaithful, not for the cause of unchastity, as you see in many translations, but prostitution. I think that even in 1 Corinthians, using the term sexual immorality, it's too general, it's too vague. Mm-hmm. If you talk to 5 people, you're going to get 10 interpretations around what that means. Porneia is very clear, is very specific. It's talking about prostitution, which was the problem in Corinth. It's the problem in chapter 5, in chapter 6, in chapter 7, and in chapter 11, when Paul is talking about women not having your hair short, because the issue was the Corinthians had written him a letter asking him, how do we tell the difference between Corinthian women, Christian women, and these temple prostitutes next door who had their hair short? Apparently, some of the brothers at the First Corinthian church were getting lost on their way to worship because they couldn't tell the difference. The whole issue, I contend, is about the immorality of participating in this kind of sex trafficking.